Welcome to the fourth video of this series. In this series, we're gonna go over vector, we're gonna go over string, and of course the hash maps. So, the three collection cover almost everything, all growable, and all on the heap, all owned by you. A vector is an ordered list, a string is owned text, a hash map pairs a key with the value. Different shapes, same ownership rules that you already know from before. Vector is a list of values. It's like the same type in order. It grows during runtime. But an array does not grow, it's fixed. The vector lives on the heap. This is what lets it resize while your program runs. You own this vector, and when it goes out of the scope, the item goes with it. There's no memory leak. The vector macro builds one with values already inside, the most common way. Vector new builds an empty one. Tell Rust the type so it knows what can fit inside of it. With the capacity, reserve space up front. Use it when you know roughly how many items are coming. When you use push, it adds one item to the end, and the vector grows to fit this item. And when you use pop, it takes the last item. It hands you an option because the vector might be empty. And the insert puts an item at an index, and the remove takes one out. Both ships the rest. Here the brackets gives you the value, but the panic if the index is out, get returns an option instead. To read every item, borrow the vector with an ampersand and loop. The vector stays yours. Length is how many items you have inside, and the capacity is how many feet before it grows again. Rust has two text types. A string literal is one, and owned string is the other. So, the string is owned and it lives on the heap. You can grow it or change it. Function argument takes $str, and it accepts both because string hands out this when you borrow it. Inside, a string is a list of bytes encoded as UTF-8. One character can be many bytes. Take Meowy plus a cat emoji, 6 ASCII bytes. Then the emoji takes 4 more, 10 bytes. Over here there are 7 characters because emoji is just one. But 7 graphemes, 2 letters, and 1 emoji. So, which byte is index 0? Rust will not guess. Indexing a string by number does not compile. Ask for what you want. Characters or chars gives you characters. Bytes gives you bytes. Slicing by a byte range works, but it panics if the range cuts a character in half. Stays in boundaries. For here, push str adds a slice. So push adds a single character, both grow the buffer if needed. The plus operator concatenates. It takes the left side by value. The left moves. Format does the same, but it borrows, nothing moves. Reach for it when you can. HashMap is a key, a value, and a way to look it up by name. There are 3 pairs in HashMap. So a vector answers what is at position 3, maybe. But a HashMap answers what is at Meowy. Like it looks up by using this key value. It's like same ownership rules, but the HashMap owns every key, every value inside of it. For HashMaps, you can bring it in with use. You can make an empty one. Types comes from the first insert. So the insert pairs a key with a value. Inserting the same key again replaces what's there. So get does not return the value, it returns an option because the key might not be there. Iterating works, but the order is arbitrary. Do not rely on it. For HashMap, insert an owned string key and the map takes ownership. The name is gone from here on. Numbers and booleans copy in, you can still use them after the insert call. If the key is a reference, the thing it points to must live at least as long as the map. So over here, if you count every word, if the key is there, it adds 1. If not, it starts at 1. Then look it up again with getMark, then unwrap because the compiler does not know you just checked. Or fall through and insert 3 options, two-lookup, and maybe 1 mess. Over here, entry hands you a handle to that slot, 1 lookup, then you just decide. Or insert drops in a default when the slot is empty and returns a mutable references, either way, and modify edits the value when it is there, chain it with or insert for both branches. You can iterate over the vector with an ampersand that hands the loop a shared borrow until it finishes. Push needs a mutable borrow. You cannot have both at the same time. It's like the same rule from episode 2, like new shape and similar compiler answer. Here, collect what you want to add into a separate vector first. The loop reads, but it only reads. Then extend the original vector once the read is done, 1 mutation, which is like after, and resist using clone as the easy way out. Reach for it on purpose, but not by reflex. You can store many things, but you need to reach for one: vector, string, and HashMap. Oh, that is all for collections, vector, string, and HashMap. These 3 types and 1 set of rows. For the next ones, we are gonna talk about error handling and what Rust gives you when things go wrong. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you on the next one. Have a good one.